Welcome to Harrison Hacks.
Hey guys, welcome back to Harrison Hacks. It's finally here. Vintage Collection Sony PS2 Z Games Pack. This is the final games pack for the Vintage Collection Sony PS2 build. It's been a while. I appreciate everyone that's followed along for the ride. Hours and hours into this. I'm just super pumped to release it. It's finally here, and honestly, there's so many PS2 games that I never experienced that I'm experiencing now and I'm going to experience in the future. I mean, I've made a list of games that I didn't even know existed. And I hope that's for others as well. I hope you guys are finding games that you've never played before, you're enjoying them, or even just replaying some of the games that you played when you were a kid. It just so much work went into the Vintage Collection Sony PS2, and I'm still continuing on with Vintage Collection. But the PS2 one, I'm very, very happy with the outcome of it, and like I mentioned a few times already, it just there's so much work that went into it. I'm so proud to release the final pack. Now this is the final games pack. We will have one more update pack, and that's just covering any missing disc art, mostly for the N pack games. But I tell you, I'm so excited that it's here, and let's go ahead and get it installed and check it out. So the first thing we want to do is go to the link in the description, and it's going to take us to download just a simple little text file. You're not going to have this folder yet or these little files here. So the Vintage Collection Sony PS2 Z Games Pack link.txt, let's pop it open. And you can see there's a link inside. It's Arcade Punk's website, as usual. They host primarily all of my content except for anything that's on Patreon. If you ever want to consider, helping me out, you can go over to Patreon, and for as little as $1 a month, you can support my channel, and I can continually grow. It's very beneficial. But there's also tons of different content from many different creators on the Arcade Punks website, and I recommend checking out the whole site. I think you'll find a lot of cool stuff on there that you'll enjoy. But what we want to do with the link is highlight everything just like so, right-click, copy, and then we want to paste that into our web browser and scroll on down till you see the Vintage Collection Sony PS2 Z Games Pack. There will be two options there, NZB for Usenet users and Torrent for Torrent users. If you are a torrent user, please see it after downloading. It's just so that to keep the torrents alive so that everyone in the community can enjoy the entire complete Vintage Collection packs. But once we have everything downloaded, we've only got 9 zip files weighing in at 5.9 gigabytes. We want to focus on 001, and we'll right click on it. With 7-zip, we'll extract here. If you're using WinRAR, extract here. Once it's extracted, you'll just have a Vintage Collection folder weighing in at 5.97 gigabytes. We want to take that, right click. We can cut or copy. I'm going to cut. And we're going to paste it, in the root of our H drive. So that's where we have Vintage Collection installed. So I'm going to right click, paste. And do you want to overwrite your Sony PS2 TXT file? Yes, we do. Boom. And we'll go into Vintage Collection, we'll go into Attract, and we'll check out the games. Starting with Zapper. There's a couple Zatch Bell games. Zathura, Zone of the Enders, as well as Zone of the Enders, the second runner. And that's it. I mean, it's a very small list for Z. However, this Zapper game is a lot of fun. I mean, if you haven't played Zapper, just play it. It's a lot of fun. I completely recommend it. It's not something you're gonna like sink your teeth into forever, but I mean, it's definitely a solid game. It's really fun to play. But that is it. I can't believe that it's done, and I got to move on. I do have other projects in the background, so definitely stay tuned for those. I usually do Patreon videos, updates for what I'm working on, and get feedback from my Patreon supporters. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I really appreciate you watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, have a good day.